between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. First carry now for Kareem Hunt. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
2nd and 6.
47. They'll try the air now with Herbert. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Josh Allen in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. He'll let one go deep for Howard, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a pickup.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. And that is incomplete. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
First line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
47 to Mike, boy, 47.
A shotgun snap for Herbert. Escaping the pressure right. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. 5 yards remain on second down. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 12 yards that time, and a Pittsburgh first. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. On the run, this is Hunt. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
On first down, it's Herbert. Flushed out right. To the right side to Eric Ebron. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. O.J. Howard, his first touchdown on the year. And the Steelers have taken a first-quarter lead. This crew, they were on a roll going into the bye week that they just had, Charles, so sort of picking up where they left off.
And you and I both know that when you come back off of an open week and you've been winning games, you should get a few extra days off in order to recharge and refuel. But coaches often hedge their bets, too. They'll bring them back and work them really hard that first practice back to make sure that they're back and grounded.
Whatever they did, formula looking good so far in this one. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
1st and 10.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll begin the drive with Hunt. And some room to roam now. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That one good for 33 and a first.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ended up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is, because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them outside. Not in this case.
They try and run on first down, but to no avail. Tackled for a 2-yard loss in the backfield.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Makes it 3rd down and 10.
So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Out of the gun, Herbert. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line.
A short game that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it. They snap it to Herbert. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their 3rd possession. They don't have a first down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
Minshew, 1st and 10. Flush to his right. Now he's going to send this one deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way down to the 22-yard line.
This offense has been slow to get started, but that play will certainly give them a little bit of life. Maybe the late wake-up call that they had been seeking.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
At the 19-yard line.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
They'll go play action here with Minshew. Being chased out left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The sack by T.J. Watt, or as his mother Connie calls him, Trent Jordan Watt. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
So 3rd and long after the sack. Tough road for Minshew and the Jags. From the gun, Minshew to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there.
39 yards.
And Lambeau will they'll put this one through, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. Now, that's something of a pick-me-up. The offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it, those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Number 88.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big gain.
Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. Steps away to his left. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 36. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give them 25 yards. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. To the air again, Herbert. And he finds Howard complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. O.J. Howard with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game.
Next the score, Steelers 14, Jaguars 3.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
44-yard line.
From the 44, Minshew. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. The Jaguars with work to do. They trail here as we are back underway on EA Sports. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
24-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Throwing on first down is Minshew. Looking downfield for Jones. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face. Coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
And it's 3rd down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Out of the gun is Minshew. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. Minshew going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off around the 27. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing, they're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
To throw again. Herbert. That's caught by Howard. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender.
But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback. But as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback. And be ready to make the catch.
Brought down behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Off play action, it's Minshew. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. He's picked off at his own 46. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation. But sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
On 1st down, Hunt. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
14-yard line.
Here's Herbert. This will be caught at about the 5. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Chase Claypool, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. And it's 21-3.
It is good. That's the score. Steelers 21, Jaguars 3.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And he'll let this one go, and that's caught inside the 30. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. It's a big play for the Jaguars. And even 50 yards. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Going for it all. And this is going to be intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Intercepted.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. On the counter, Hunt. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
At the 20-yard line.
From the gun, Herbert. He's going to look deep down the field. And that's caught inside the 30. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him.
Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Chase Claypool with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. And his kick is right through.
Makes the score Steelers 28, Jaguars 3.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he returns this to the 22.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Now a quick throw as they get it to Ayuk outside. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Now, meanwhile, a final play here is incomplete, and that's going to take us to the end of the 3rd quarter of play. Back now in Pittsburgh. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave them trying to convert on 3rd and 9. From the shotgun to give to Jones. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the 1st. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
A gain of 3 yards. It's now
on 4th down, Minshew. That's complete to Mooney. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. A pair of first downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Minshew. Escaping the pressure right. He'll try and run it. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Good work by Minshew there to pick up the 1st.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game's slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, 2nd half. Nope. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. And this will be caught by Mooney. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle him after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Going up top. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off inside the 5. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
At the Jaguars' 44-yard line.
They run again with Hunt. And forget that 100-yard rushing game, at least for the moment, as he'll lose yardage here and fall back under the century mark for the game. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9. On 3rd down, Herbert. On Herbert, his 3rd interception. Picked off at the 35. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
By the Jaguars.
Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another.
Now Minshew has it knocked out. Fumble. And it's picked up by the Steelers. He's at the 40, 20, 10, 5, and he takes it back to the house. A fumble recovery for a Steelers score.
Down Steelers.
The big boy earning his lunch. That's what you call rumbling with the ball, Charles.
Big man with football. He wasn't just earning lunch, Brandon. He was earning dinner. He was
midnight snack.
Everything that you could possibly do, he did it on that play to pick up the ball and go.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that will extend this big lead. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Cameron Hayward in on the tackle.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Here's Minshew. Flushed out right. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And now here is another interception. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A big pickup of 38. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. On 1st down, they go right back to Hunt. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
They'll run again with Hunt. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain.
But keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
58 the money. Defense wins championship.
And they'll indeed take a knee. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for the Steelers, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week. Meanwhile, for Jacksonville, the loss drops them back to 4-3 so far. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Houston Texans. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.